Hey, welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubs, here with a very, very special guest, the fellow that I thought I knew, but don't know, but maybe I still did, just don't know when and where and why. But shout out to the bro Apirana Baker, also known as Star A.B, Star with an X in the middle, because he was a porn star. No, just joking. That's a lie. But shout out to the Kizzy. How are you, my brother?
Yeah, get the point. Yeah, I'm mean, my bro. I'm mean. And yourself?
Nah, can't complain. Just got off the toilet, as you know, brother. So just finished dropping a log, Kizzy. And I had the bro waiting for a couple of minutes. I like to be pretty punctual on this. Time's the most valuable commodity, as I say all the time. So I don't like to waste people's time. But nature was calling, and I left my phone on the table.
It is what it is. That would have been a boring. That would have been a boring wharipaku thing too.
Oh yeah,
no phone, just like.
Nah, you know what, brother? Well, I reckon most people would be, and maybe you're the same. But for me, when it comes to, bro, my brain just doesn't stop working, because like I'm always thinking of the next move, or how we can lay this thing, or how this thing can. So like by the time someone sees something that I'm doing now, it's been like even this, what we're doing, sitting here right now.
Yeah,
this has been a 5-year plan of mine. Yeah, been a 5-year plan, but not only that, 5 years of I did procrastinate as well, but also a year ago, I think next week it'll be, or the week after. Oh, so no, May, it wasn't it last year. I decided to not give up being a live streamer, but go from being a live streamer to being a podcaster, and I'll get back into live streaming as well. But to put my all into learning about podcasting, and everything I have to do to put it out, everything that it entails, and I'm still learning as you go. But yeah, so that was 6 months or a year ago, and then it took like 6 months before I even launched the episode, or 7 months. It was January I launched the first episode, and now we're here with Apirana Star Baker in the building. So anyway, enough about me. Tell people where you come from, a little backstory on the brother.
Kia ora te whānau, ko Star A.B tuku ingoa, o Apirana Star Baker, no te tai rāwhiti ahau. So I grew up in the east. Torere, place called Torere, not far from Opotiki, Kawerau, Gisborne, Hamilton. All around the Motu I grew up. But yeah, and then I was actually born in Whakataane too. I was born in Whakataane.
Same cuz. Same. Wow, we must be brothers. Maybe that's where we make us.
Probably.
Yeah, probably, my brother. Probably. Oh, Torere. The Maxwell's your partner, or what? There's heaps of those down there.
I'm a kingy from there. But yeah, no all the Maxwells. I think they're whānau somehow through the bloodline here. Grew up with a lot of Maxwells. It was mean growing up there, because I grew up in sort of country life and town life and city life. Well, even though Hamilton's not even a city, but it's
what?
but to us from down the line,
here. It's a city, but it's not that much happening.
But us all coming from down the line, it's like, oh, this is me there.
This is flash, hey.
This is flash as. Oh, you've got buses. I thought you just had school buses.
Yeah. You don't just have a school bus there. You got an actual bus to go around town. Hey.
Yeah, but it's, I think there was a lot of struggles in there growing up too, because I had I've got 4 siblings, 3 sisters, 1 half brother that I didn't really meet till like 5 years ago. But but my whānau, they all like my older sister, she got adopted to my nana makoro. My younger sister, she got adopted to one of my aunties, and then my little sister, she was born when everything was good. That sort of thing, so I was sort of like raised by myself, but I still had all my whānau around me, all my cousins in it. I used to go down to, especially with my nana makoro, my pop, he always used to pick us up every weekend and go and do mahi and just hang out with my cousins, like going down to Omaio, or going down to Torere, going down to Kawerau, and doing all the mahis. But yeah, it was so my life was, I'm grateful, but at the same time, it was shit at the same time.
So you never stopped moving, similar to my upbringing. You've never stopped moving, cuz pretty much like for a long time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
and still moving, cuz.
Yeah, and still moving. Like I'm in Ipswich at the moment, but I'm moving down to Gold Coast this weekend.
Oh, true, you're moving this weekend.
Yeah, I'm moving this weekend down to the GC. So You know, but
you got a pet down there or you found
I'm going to go and stay with some whānau down there at the moment. You know, just closer to the scene. You know, especially with all the content creators in Australia. Majority of them are in Gold Coast, so I was like, oh fuck, well, I need to go down there. Yeah, no, because I moved.
Oh, so what you're telling me is I gotta move over there too, hey?
Nah. You're doing Mickey. Is just for me. It's like, you know how I sort of see things as
or the mahi you're doing, like the skitty stuff and then
the skit stuff, and then wanted to blow up big. So I just want to, I want to be where it is,
you know. Let's go, baby. That's it, brother. Like back in the days, if you wanted to be in, like now you can, whatever. But if you wanted to be in movies, you got to fucking Hollywood. You know what I mean? Before that, a lot of people don't know. A lot of before that, the Hollywood was actually in Jacksonville, Florida. So that was the first place where you'll go if you wanted to be a movie star. But then, the things actually changed, and then the movie scene moved out to Hollywood, like, and got bigger there. But yeah, that's it, brother. You go where the iron's hot. When the iron's hot, you strike, and then you go where the flavor is there. Where all the action is, my brother. 100%.
Yeah, most definitely.
If you want to be all black, you don't go to Antarctica. That's for sure.
Yeah, you got to go where you're valued, you know. And I feel like my creative arts more valued down there, you know, because there's more people to network with. That's all it is. Like, you can make it anywhere, like, you know. Even,
of course,
even the people back at home, they can make it there. But you know, for me,
look at us. We're talking Perth and Brisbane and Ipswich. We're talking from Perth to Ipswich. So yeah, you can 100 with the power of the internet. But I get what you mean. You can't you can't underestimate the power of kanohi te kanohi, face to face.
Yeah, most definitely. And, you know, and yeah, so that's my thing. Because what you were saying, you know, I still moved around a lot. Like when I first moved to Australia, I moved to even before that, I lived in Papakura, I lived in Tauranga. Yeah, and then I ended up
lives,
then I ended up moving to Townsville. Yeah, I ended up moving to Townsville when I first moved here.
True.
And then they moved.
Was you gonna be a cowboy?
Nah. I don't even know nothing about sports either, my brother. That's the everyone's like, hey.
So that video was for real now. So that video.
But that video is for real. I don't know anything about sports. Straight facts. True. You know, all the content I do is based off real experiences. You know, based except for the Kazi ones.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's your mum's here.
No. Nah, she's from Waikato. But that.
Oh, that was from Torere.
But honestly, if I did stay at Portuguese College, I probably would have. You know, everyone ends up there. They'd have to meet the father. They'd have to meet the father either.
Yeah, that's it. Kerogs.
But so about there. So growing up, I was back and forth. How I was saying before, my earliest memories were in Kawerau. You know, because we used to, my mum and them used to own a house down there in Kawerau, and then all my whānau still there. So I remember going to Kawerau for a bit. And then we ended up moving to Torere, back to Torere, living at one of our old houses, one of my Crowa's old houses. And it actually burnt down now. We actually were in a house fire when I was like 5 or 6.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I remember it. Well, vaguely, but I do remember because my cousin, one of my cousins, he's got burnt like really bad. You know, he's passed away now, but you know, he's still
from the burns or Carl?
Nah. Later on. But I you know, we don't know if that was caused by it because, you know, there was a lot of problems that happened then. But yeah, so we're living in like a.
Did he take his own life?
Carl. Just I think from disease. I don't really know exactly what he passed komate from, but yeah, he was burnt in that fire. It was one of our Crowa's. Well, my mum's dad. You know, it was his whare at the time. It was, you know, very old house. There was no running water. There was no bloody toilet or nothing. It was just straight. Yeah, it was straight like, you know those ones. But yeah, it burnt down. Yeah, when I was like 5 or 6, and then I think that was 1997, 98 at that time. Because I'm 31. I was born in 92. But so that happened. We ended up living in the maze, bro. Like just in the caravan in the maze. You know, a little bit of my crower came down, done some scaffolding, made us a little hut and shit to do our kai and all that stuff. But yeah, we lived in the maze for a bit, and then we ended up getting even before that, we
When you say the maze, like the maze paddock.
Yeah, like a maze paddock.
Yeah.
Like,
people are like, oh, is he a maze runner? No.
Not the maze runner.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of experience that happened when I was young. But even before that, you know, my mum and dad. Oh no, after that, we were living in the maze, and then one of our whānau, who has a house right next to Marae, in Torere, it's an old house. It's still there. He let us move in there because they had those Habitat for Humanity houses.
Oh, those buddies. Yeah.
So they all ended up buying houses, and those fellas moved out, and then we moved in. You know, that was pretty. You know, like how I think about it, it was rough in the end. You know, because domestic violence and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, my dad, he was a big alcoholic. So they ended up having a get the point. Oh, yeah.
You're dead. Sorry, brother. I was going to turn the aircon on, brother. It's really hot.
Oh, yeah. I think I might have to do the same thing too. I'm slowly getting the sweaties. No. Keep working.
Yeah. Sweaties. Yeah.
Well, same even before that, we ended up moving down there. And that was the same thing too. It was like a old school historic house, 100 years old there. You know, there was no power, no water. Oh, yeah, there was power actually. There was no water, no toilet. So, you know, going out to the long drop. Late at night, they are like, oh shit, with your torch, like, scared and all that stuff. And then we ended up moving over to Gizzy. You know, we were there for a bit because all my whānau, well, my dad, he was raised in Gisborne. He was born and raised in Gisborne. So my dad's, my dad, he's from Ngāti Pri, he's from Rangitukia. Down those ways. Yeah. Then my mum, she's Well, that's actually a story. There was a story there when my dad came over to Opotiki, you know, because he was with my mum at the time, and my dad, my mum went back down the coast, and you know, back then, you know, because one of my uncles, they all patched up and that, you know, walked up to my dad and go, hey, where you from? Oh, I'm from Gizzy. And like, hey, and then just started chasing him. I reckon gave him a hiding, and then my dad just came running around and ran down the road. Yeah, because it was back then. That's what my mum told me. My dad told me. So I'm gonna say that. But you know, because it's very territorial down there, you know. If you're the blacks, you're the blacks. If you're the mob, you're the mob, and that's it. You know, that's why my Horanese, I posted a new Horanese one. It's my biggest video out so far. And everyone was like, you know, I say nak the guk and all that, and they're like, hey, that's not coasty slang and all that. So, well, that's the blue side. Use it from the blue side of the coast, or from the red side. You know. But going back anyway, my mum's a collier. She's a collier from Waiawa, but she's collier and a Delamere, so she's from Te Whānau, Apanui, Te Whakatohea, and Ngaitoi, where Kingi's from Torere. But from
the coast, baby.
So basically, that's why I got the 35 in my hand. People were like, why do you got to stay highway? Oh, and Nas actually did this one here.
Oh, Nas did he?
Mahi did this. This was back in 2014, 15.
Yeah. I remember. I actually remember when I was saying to you, fuck it. I remember actually getting on a few inus with you, but this is like I'm rocking up in the middle of the night, brother, like carrying on. So I do. I have a picture of your face because I was like, to anybody that's listening, I said to the bro, I know you from somewhere, G, because he just lived in Perth as well, but he just moved. But I think I remember a time, but I'm pretty sure I've seen you. We both obviously moved all around, so we could have seen each other many times. Let's go. Nas 35, baby.
So he done that one for me. But going back to what was I talking about? I was living in Gisborne for a bit, and then we ended up moving to Opotiki. We were moving to Opotiki. Then I went to Kawaru. Oh no, not fuck. We went to Opotiki. But it's been so much. You probably have the similar thing. Like, how was it? You know,
like, exactly. Like the chronological order of time.
Like linear way. Like, where were you? Yeah.
There's a lot of your life though. Like, I remember that. Like, I remember when I was there. There's like you got stories and you just pull them from. You're like, When back in the days, when I was living in, like, you measure up. Like, I don't know, I measure up years or times in life from where I lived at the time, man. Like,
yeah. Oh no, most definitely. I think I know what you're on about. I know what you're on about.
Because same cousin, like, I lived in fucking I was born in Whakatane, lived in Invercargill, lived in Christchurch, lived in Auckland, lived in Ngaruawahia, lived in Te Kuiti, lived in Pyro. Fuck, I lived heaps of places, but I lived back in Whakatane and everywhere, but heaps of spots.
Yeah, well, you probably understand even when people, like, because now that I'm starting to get a little bit recognized, people are like, bro, you remember me? I'm from where? I'm from, remember me? I'm just following. I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. I don't even know who you are.
And, what do you mean? I just gave you that before. You're like, I don't know you.
I always have to ask them, where are you from? And they're like, from Torere, or from Opo, or from Torere. I'm like, true, my cousins, or true the bros.
Oh, look.
But
Do you
so,
follow him Jamal? Do you know follow him Jamal?
Jamal?
Yeah, Jamal Maxwell.
Nah, not by,
He's a bit older though. It's another buzz. Yeah. No. Did you know any of those Maxwells that were over here? They lived down in Bunners and there, or nah?
Nah, my brother.
Those ones. Because I used to live a bit of a, I was a bit of a, used to be a bit of a dealer in it, and I've been in the casino in Perth, and someone that used to fucking reckons to me, oh, you still do the big bags, man? Hey, I'm like trying to get some money out of the fucking ATM because it's like. Hey, like fucking, they're talking about like, they're talking about like fucking in the goldies. I was like, fuck, that's
the golds of those days.
Fucking 10 years ago. Like, fuck, yeah. Hey, who are you? No.
Where you from? How do I know you? But it's mean because well, how I was telling you before, I actually started doing content based off music, my brother. So originally I was doing music. I'm still doing music, but I started back in 2020. Last year I started doing music again, and then
so you used to do it and started again.
Yeah, I did it like 2 times before. So I went. I used to go into UP, like UP.E, space E. It's short for Apirana because that's everyone used to call me Uppy.
Yeah, that triggers a memory, that name. But anyway, carry on.
And then I was doing that for ended up being that person, and then with one of the brothers I went to as Ups the Don. I used to be Ups the Don when I used to live in Perth, and then things happened, and then
how'd you end up in Perth?
2 years hiatus. So my father, they actually were growing up. They're actually living there. So my mum, she was a school teacher. And she went over there and ended up getting a job over there. And so I was like,
as a teacher or no?
Yeah, as a teacher. Yeah, as a teacher. Yep. And she's still teaching today. And then I was like, I'll go over there, because at the time I was like, there's Big Putu over there and there's some of my whānaus over there. So I might as well move over there.
Yep.
Went over there, and I think the first time I moved there was 2014. Oh, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
2015 now. Sorry, 2015. Yeah, I moved over there, and then that's how I say that's where I met Nas and them, because I was working. I actually rented one of his house out in Strata now. I was working at GCS, and then that's how I met him there. But all my whānau was there, and so that's why I just moved over out, because everyone was there, everyone was doing meke too.
Yeah, you're like, give me some of originally. Give me a.
Yeah.
Where were you at before you moved over?
So before that, I was in Brisbane. I was here in Ipswich. Red Bank Plains. So from New Zealand, I moved over. I think I moved over when I was 17. Now I moved here to Brisbane first, to Browns Plains, and then my didn't work out, so I ended up going back home. Coming back when I was 19 because I was having my first baby. My daughter. Yep. So we ended up moving to Townsville. I was scaffolding there with my uncle and all that. And then, I was just like, nah, it's a bit too, because because you know, when you're used to moving around a lot, if the going gets tough, you get going sort of thing. You know, so that was sort of my whakaaro. Like, not anymore. It used to be my whakaaro. Like, oh, it's getting a bit too rough here. You know, I don't see any green grass over here, so I'm going to shoot down to Brisbane. And then because my missus moved down here, we ended up moving to Brisbane. Yeah, then stayed here for a bit, and then moved straight over to Perth, and then I was there for like from 2015 to 2017. I moved back home for a year, and then at that time I was doing music, so you know I was meant to be on the East Coast Vibes lineup back in Torere, but you know I had to cancel that because I realized that I was getting too comfortable back at home, because you know the comfortability at home, like, it's easy, you don't have to work if you don't want to. You know, like, you know,
especially if you're Ramahikai and you got that lifestyle, and also, like you say, you can get on the pene hana as well.
I was on the pene hana, you know, had 3 kids, so I was like, put 2 under you, and I'll have 1 under me, and
but I'm giving away the tactics. I got 14 aunties still doing that.
No, they got to put that one up. But
that was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, that was a joke. I was actually that's a skit there. That's a skit that's actually you know, it's all fictional, all fictional.
Yeah, it's all fictional. Government.
It's all fictional, funny.
That's it. Allegedly fun.
But then I moved back over, and then moved back over.
You move your family everywhere, like again. You just everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Bro, Mumsy must be getting all out with you. Just want to go everywhere, boy. Hey?
Yeah. Oh, she did, you know, and then she sort of realized I'm not like everybody else. You know, like I'm different. You know,
that's it. I'm
different.
I'm different.
Yeah, because you know, I've got sights to move over to the US in the next couple of years. You know, because I know that's where you need to go. Yeah, most definitely. Because I
like, okay, so what's the plan then? What's the plan? You're talking about US? You're talking about moving down the Goldie? What's the plan?
I'm moving down the Goldie. I'm going to stay down there, build a name, build an audience. And then as soon as I get enough, you know, I'm going to shoot straight over to the US. You know, because like once I'm able to be location free, you know, and time free, like, you know, I don't have to work anymore. I don't have to be in a certain place to go to mahi, you know, I'm making money off, you know, this. Then I'm shooting straight over to the States, you know, looking at going to Atlanta or somewhere LA, because I don't want to like, this is not the end goal for me, you know, like my end goal is originally used to be the best rapper. I want to just be one of the bestest rappers or bestest producers on this side of the world. And then now that I started doing skits,
well, not the whole world, Cass.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, you know, I like doing skits. You know, I eventually want to get into acting, you know, and all that. So I was like, I'm gonna shoot over there. For sure. You know, and so that's my plan anyway. Come over here, build some audience, build a fan base, and then bang, shoot straight over there. And then who knows? The next 10 years, boom.
Hey, I might be the biggest actor in the world. Comes back to the biggest podcast in the world. That's it.
Yeah, baby. That's most definitely. You put your mind to it, you do it. You know, like,
but then just the action, because you know, dream that your action in it. That's the key, though, because we can have these corridors, and I've been there myself many a time, because when you know had the talent to do whatever, you know, but then corridor, and you know, you know, not the action, brother. But now it's just all about daily deposits. Cousin, look at you, fucking boom! I gotta go to. Was the Brisbane move from Perth? Was that because you like? Because that's where I gotta go to get. Like, or what was the Brisbane move last year?
Oh, so originally it was last year was moving back to New Zealand now. So I went back for 6 weeks. So I went. So I was talking to one of the brothers, JP from J Geeks, or John Perry, you might know him as. Fellow with the dreads on J Geeks. He was
he used to kick it on our TikTok all the time. Is it? I think so.
Yeah. So I got back. I got into content creating. I was over in Perth, living in Morley at that time. Dianella to be exact. I was living there. Yeah, shout out to Dianella. Yeah, but I was living there, and the bro like gave me opportunities. Like, brother, you know, we got some extra work for the Last Samoan Zombie. So I'm in the Last Samoan Zombie movie. I was the extra at the start, but I died off. I got killed straight away. I was like, Richard.
Trying to give me a line for potato.
Yeah. But at
Well, you
that
knew the
time,
bro. How did you know the bro?
so I knew him from music back in the Ra. So we used to talk,
Okay.
making music. Well, he didn't used to make music, but I was like, just learning how to network. So I was learning, how to network with the right people, how to talk to this person, how to talk to that people. And then we made a bond out of it. Yeah, relationships sounds a bit,
It sounds a
But
bit
yeah, we made a,
gay.
yeah. But we made a young.
Shout out to our Rainbow Nation brothers. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, hard. I got one of my corals is, he's one of those ones.
Hey.
Since way back, yeah.
My Koro's brother, my Koro's brother, mate. Shout out to Koro Albert, Uncle Albert. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. And Uncle Mark. Oh, Auntie Mark.
Yeah, that's the same as me. Like my nan's brother. Yeah, but he's been one of those since my ramo,
Yeah, and as you know, because you see, we had all the brother, two hira one on there, fucking one of the hearty stuck a tapu is out, knock you out,
Don't want to say something to him.
Shout out to the cousin about their life.
But yeah, so fuck, what were we up to?
Networking, my brother, learning how to network.
Oh yeah. So anyway, we were talking to so I was talking to him at that time in about November, and then I was just like, my mindset there now in November was, I'm gonna just move back home, jump on the dole, and do content for full time. Yeah, I get what you. Yeah. So I didn't have to work; I could do content full time, and I didn't know all the bros at the time. I didn't know Oos, I didn't know H Puppy, all those fellas at that time. I only met them all at the last Samoan Zombia, but yeah. So that was my intention. I told my missus, "No, we're moving back home," and she was like, yeah, whatever you think, but she thought it was a bad idea anyway. But I ended up going ahead with it. Moving back home, and it was shit there. Like straight up, it was like I missed going back home and being with my whānau, being with my brothers, but it was just the shittest time at that time. I had a place to stay, and then that fell through. I ended up going into emergency housing now, up in Auckland. Yeah, my window got smashed, bro, because I was down in Torere, and then something happened. We don't know who it was. Well, I know who it was. But it got smashed.
Well, you and Mumsy at this time? All of you?
Nah, just me at the time, because my kids still didn't have their passports, because majority of 3 out of 4, because I got 4 tamariki, 3 out of 4 of them were born here. Were born in Australia. So, they didn't have their passports or anything at that time, so I shot back home. And then, about January the 3rd, I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm moving back. And she was like, oh, okay then. And I said, well, fuck, where do you reckon we should go? And then she was, oh, I'm going over to my whānau in Ipswich. So, oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah, we'll move there. And then so I just came back here. Yeah, ended up moving in with one of my African mates that I met from Mahi. Yeah, we're living with him. Yeah, one of my African
mates. Are you in the whānau?
Yeah, me in the whānau. Well, it was me originally, but you always want to be with your whānau, especially your tamariki and all that. So, that's why I was like, nah, I want to be with them. So, I asked him, Te Atua must have blessed us, because he, like something happened, and he was like, oh, bro, rent out both of my rooms then, and you can bring your whole family over. I was like, oh, fucking oath. And then that's happened, and so pretty much here we are today. Just moving around a lot. But with their content, how I was saying for you before, was started off music. And then I realized it's the era of the influencer. I was I was analyzing and studying every sort of major Maori content creators at that time. Like I was like, oh yeah, like J-Muck and them, they started. J-Muck and them, they started with skits. MK, they started with skits. Then I was like, who else started? Uncle Tick started with skits. Jimmy Jackson, Trek started with skits. Hood Brothers. It was just everything was just lining up. And then even Regs, like just the norms and all that. And I was like, oh yeah. So that's how you do it. You draw the traffic in, and once you get to a certain point, then you redirect it. Then sweet. So that's what I'm gonna do. But so that's what happened, brother. And then now it's I'm the Star A.B now. Fuck.
Oh, A.B, cuz.
Yeah, te whitu A.B.
Te whitu, yeah, te whitu. Te whitu, not whitu, the number 7 either, you bastard.
Yeah, not whitu.
Yeah.
Te whitu.
Te whitu. And if you got a problem,
Yeah.
feck you. No.
Te feck you.
Te feck you. And if you could listen to your old lady, te whack you. No.
Te smack you.
Yeah, te schmeck you. Yeah, mean. And so when was your first skit? What was that?
So my first skit, my first skit was just like this 1 hour when I was just like pretending I was stoned, because you know over in Brisbane, we were like, because I just had my daughter at that time in September, so we were in Subiaco at the Subiaco. I think I can't remember what the hospital was over there, but you know, like over there they've got red bins, green bins, and blue bins. Oh, red bins, green bins, and yellow bins. Looks like a rasta.
Or nah? Anyway.
Oh,
No.
It might be. Yeah,
Oh.
but yeah, it's got the red, yellow, and the green bins there, and I just walk past Blaze and I look at it and I'm like, and then carry on walking. Yeah, so that was the first skit that got me into it. And then like I posted that out, and then more than one day I got like over 500 likes and stuff, and I was like, damn. And then I just swapped it up, started doing skits. But yeah, now I'm starting to bring out my music slowly bring out some music content, and probably drop a track at the probably in July. Yeah.
Yeah, mean. How did you connect with some of the like the brothers over there in the Goldie and it? You just reached out to them?
Yeah, basically reached out to them, and because they see me on that movie, you know, because actually, yeah, they see me on that movie, and then they see me doing all that stuff. But another one too, I was kicking in Whakataone. I was in where is it? Awatop, is it Awatop? Awapuni? Awatop. Yeah, I was staying there at my cousin's house here, and then I was talking to the bro H Puppy, because H Puppy is Oos Gang's cameraman.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I was talking to him, and I was like, "True, my brother, what are you up to?" And he goes, "Oh, bro, we're going to White Island, brother." Oh, true. Yeah, I'm in Whakataone, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to Whakataone right now." So, yeah, I'll meet you at the airport. Met them at the airport. Yeah, they ended up, I ended up taking them down to Kopia, went to the Village Bakery and all that stuff.
True.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So everyone sort of seen me on that. See me as, he was linking up with him. Now he's doing, videos with those fellas.
Okay,
and it's sort of like just based off a resume, So they're like, this
the resume. The resume.
Yeah, the resume. And I still wasn't, I'm still a nobody now, but
me too, cuz.
Yes, it sort of solidified it, because it sort of solidified it, like, this fella's good to work with, and because of my green hair, like, no Maoris, Maori fellas are doing green hair unless you are one of those. Yeah, unless you are.
I thought you're Lance Valley's Maori cousin.
Yeah, probably.
Sasta Valley. Yeah.
Sasta Valley. Yeah,
Shout out to Lance, man.
Tangata whenua ahau, ko tangata whenua ahau.
I know, brother. Of this one? Nah, wrong.
No.
Shout out to the cousins doing what a curry.
Yeah.
Because he's out there doing their thing.
But yeah, what was I gonna mention back in the so yeah, growing up it was basically sort of like a only child, my brother. I was sort of like an only child. Because how I was saying.
Were you? Because I was like my parents were, when they had me, I was the only child, and then like they were teenagers, but they broke up. I don't even know if they were together. They might have just had a pump out. You know what I mean? And just out the Sackaroonies came I. Whoa. And because then like they weren't together when I was born or anything, brother. But I grew up, when people say, "Oh, my brother or my sister," it's not even my actual brother. Like I got siblings now, but they're way younger than me, cause like they're like fucking 8 years younger than me and stuff like that. But actual
people you grew up with,
just all the homies, all the first cousins and all that. But yeah, I was sort of the same, because you go everywhere, you gotta make friends all the time. Did that make it easier, like for networking? You reckon, like being able to reach out to people, like not fuck because you've lived everywhere, you gotta make new friends all the time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, most definitely. Like just growing up and going to different places, and having to reintroduce yourself to people, and then and doing that to sort of help my social skills a bit better. And like, and like, well, for me, my father, my mum and dad were still together, but my mum used to get a hiding from my dad every now and then, and
Not anymore,
and then, nah, not anymore. Nah, when I turned about 13, 14, nah, not anymore.
That's it, my man. That's it, my man.
So I grew up around that stuff, drugs, violence, and all that stuff. But I've never been a violent person, So I used to think that I used to appear to be, because the environment back at home. If you're not hearty, or especially in the early 2000s, if you're not hearty, you're kore. You know what I mean? You're a pussy. Your teacher. So back then, like I feel like I was a good kid in a bad environment, sort of thing. Because I wasn't on top of all my classes. All the bros can verify that. I was pretty mean with all my work and stuff, but just being a hoodlum was the coolest thing back in those days. Being a hoodlum, trying to be gangster.
Like role models, because we don't have them like a lot of times, or they're fucking terrible. Like, you know what I mean? When people go, "Who's your role model?" Like my koro was pretty good role model for me too. On your take, but like other than that, it's fucking like you said, those takes. But I don't think people understand. But I was looking to Bopper before. You see the Big Pop, and he was saying that he nearly didn't come to Australia because him and the bros were just burning rubbish out like in those big bins, and then he got stung with like an arson charge, but then the judge dropped the arson charge because arson you can get 7 years for. And he's like, bro, if that didn't happen, cuz like I'm not here doing what I'm doing, cuz like, bro, it's like those sliding door moments, cuz but like you said, like if you don't have, like you're that kid, cuz bro, inside of him, as I went into, as we called it all, much like yourself, he wanted bigger things, you know what I mean, than just what he knew. Because I know a lot of whanongas back home that, bro, they don't know anything different. So we had that called it all. You can't be what you can't see, like you know what I mean. So if they don't see it, cuz they don't wanna chase it, or they don't know how to. So it takes people like yourself, like the Kazi Pop, even myself to an extent, to like to try and that's what we're trying to do, is change narratives. Like Maoris aren't just useless. Break the mold, cuz we're not just like like only can just Mahi only can be an All Black, or you beat your missus or something like that, or you can fight. That's all. Like we can do fucking, like you say, you're aiming for Hollywood cars, you're aiming for like bigger things, and even just content create. Like this is your vehicle to get there. I like it, brother. Even with this podcast itself, I want to share as many cool stories, and I do want to make the biggest podcast in the world, not as competition to anyone, but it's just to see if I can do it myself, but also to put our people on. Like, because I talk to like some people that I have the huge following, bro. I talk to some sisters, no one even knows them, but like they got a cool story. So like, or brothers, like I just think it's interesting in putting all those, bringing those worlds together. So bro, I love that you had that mindset, like you said, you had a good kid, and like just in a bad environment, but you wanted more, cuz
because especially like because you're from around those ways too. You understand that we're pretty much segregated. We're pretty much like all my friends down there. I never had any Pākehā friends. It was all Maori friends. You know what I mean?
Not really till I got to Aussie. Same too.
See, and even when I moved to Hamilton, it's just all my Maori bros. We had like the odd Indian brother there, here and there, but they were like bros. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't really relate to us. It's
different, brother. It's different. It's different. Shout out to our Indian family too, brother. Shout out. Anybody hating on the bros in India, gee, if I gave you the option to take 10 cents from every Indian or $1 from every Australian, most would pay, I'll take $1 from every Australian and you'll be $100 million less rich. So,
facts. but you fully understand. It's like growing up doing all that. Like I used to do graffiti.
What was your take?
Bro, this one. Exile, EXILE. Exile.
You need to exile that.
Big facts, big facts. Let's see.
You just do that. It looks like when you're young and you do huckers and that, and then fucking it starts to fade out.
It was like. I think it was when I moved to Hamilton. I used to roll around with this little graffiti crew, group of boys, and we used to call it Out to Destroy (OTD) in Hamilton and Fairfield. In Fairfield. I used to live in Fairfield, And you know, one of the bro had a tat machine at the time down Halberg Creers. And then, you know, we're like, oh, all the bros were getting some tattoos, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm keen to get my one too. You know, and then, you know, back then you were like, fuck, this was tough. And then now I'm like, fuck. But you know, I'm waiting. Yeah. But at the end of, yeah, but I'm gonna tat it. I'm gonna do it later. Get a mean ass more fell mask. Nah.
What would you say if you had a fell mask? What would you say? What would you say?
It'll probably depend. Probably a Cordo. No. I don't know. Yeah. But you know,
STXR A.B.
STXR. I probably would have had East Coast there, you know, because you know, I really I'm really proud of the East Coast. Yeah, I'm really proud of where I'm from. Like, especially my bloodlines there, you know, they run pretty strong down there. So,
who's the greatest East Coast rugby player in your opinion of all time?
Bro, I don't know
nothing about sports. So,
sorry. Yeah, but the most greatest person, in my opinion, was Apirana before me. Was Apirana Ngata. You know, he was. Talk
about him.
Yeah. No, well, to be honest, there's a story that my whānau tell me. And this is, you know, I think this is true. Everyone that I've told, you know, and everyone, you know, my whānau. But so my whānaus were the rangatiras in their village at that time. So they reckon that Apirana Ngata got given his name from my whānau. So my whānau, his name was Apirana Manuel. I think it was Apirana Manuel at that time. And he was sick. He was sick at the time, Apirana Ngata. So, you know, they were wondering what's wrong with him. And then, yeah, my ancestor gave him my name. Oh, gave him, our name, Apirana. Yep. So, yeah, and then look at him now. He just cracked it, you know. Ended up being, I think, you know, don't quote me on this, but I think he was the first Maori in Parliament. You know, first Maori in Parliament. I think he is. I think he was. I'm unsure. But also, you know, he sent off our people in World War II, you know, to go and help with the war and all of that. But at that time, you know, he was thinking it was to pay for citizenship, where they really fucked us over in the World War II, you know, like our people didn't come home till last. And by the time they came home, majority of our whenua was gone. You know, so
that's a big one, brother. For that kōrero, for sure, is like there's so many layers to that. Like even in World War One, for example, probably 10 years before that, Maori were still fighting the British, like the British. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they might be named the New Zealand Company or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But Maori were still fighting them, like, you know, to the death. Like, and then next minute, you know, like 10 years later, we got to go and fight with them or for them for their bullshit ass cause. But yeah, that's it, brother. Like the tactics are crazy that they used on our people. I had this kōrero with the brother the other week. You know, it was Anzac Day the other week. It was last week before. Yeah, I mean, the brother had a kōrero, and I put up a story too about, and I got a lot of as you do hate, but I don't give a fuck. It's my opinion, because it was you know, obviously, shout out to all our whānau that went and died and gave their lives, or that do serve with the intent, thinking that they're saving us as a people, or as a, you know, as Maori, or fighting for our equal rights, all that stuff. But also we have to be sharp enough to recognize that they all went and died for lies, brother. They all went and fought for bullshit bankers, bullshit ass fucking bullshit ass monarchies, bullshit ass politicians and their greed. Like, there's not, like, tell me a war that was real. Like, there was a real cause. You know what I mean? There ain't none. You know what I mean? Because
there ain't
none. Like, they didn't like skipping over World War One, World War II, for example, Hitler, right? Hitler didn't know about no Maoris. He didn't give a fuck about Maoris. Hitler was getting Hitler was the Jews he wanted, and I'm not saying that's a good thing either, but it was the Jewish bankers. He didn't give a fuck about black people, bro. That wasn't his thing. Like, but it was drummed into us the narrative that you know, they saved us, like them killing Hitler saved us. Like, look at Europe, the map of Europe. Hitler was like Poland and fucking Germany and Italy, like against the whole world against them, like, you know what I mean? Up. You know what I mean? But everyone believed the narrative of that little boy on the corner that said, read all about it, because it's the only news you fucking got. You know what I mean? There was a narrative of someone that wrote it, someone that's paid by someone to write it. The money comes from somewhere. Like, bro, it's all narratives, cuzzy. So yeah, and you're right, brother.
Not only propaganda.
All propaganda, and it's not only like if people think propaganda is like just started during COVID, it started fucking since they've been putting out news.
And then, bro, and then what I heard is that fella who started propaganda, one of his grandsons runs Netflix here. You know, so one of his father,
it makes sense, my cousin. What do you mean? What do you mean? So who's the fella?
Like he's the fella that created, that sort of created, like, you know, the propaganda type of shit, like, you know, believe this or don't believe anything sort of thing. He runs one of his whānau runs Netflix, bro, or owns Netflix. You know, but I've seen that through one of those videos, you know.
Oh, yeah, so you don't know it's hundred, haven't looked at it.
I don't know, it's 100% sure.
Yeah, but there's no, okay, even like, for example, do you smoke butts, brother, or nah?
Yeah,
even that. Yeah, but do you remember, like, because we're the same age, do you remember, like, well, my nanny and koros different because they, you know, but like the other ones, like I remember being around other nannies and koros, maybe not so much in the brown persuasion, but like a lot of other ones that were like, oh, fucking hell, there's fucking, like, they think that you're, like, it's real bad for you, and this, don't get me wrong, just like anything, like if you're sitting there smoking all day and doing nothing, then yes, of course, but if you can also use it to be productive, whatever, but if you it's like anything, food can be addictive. You know, anything can be addictive, right? And be a problem if you have too much of it and whatever. But like the whole narrative was that you were useless if you smoked it. The narrative was set by a guy named William Randolph Hearst, who owned Hearst Publications in America, and his whole whakaaro. Well, so they started putting the Mexicans. No, he did blame it on Mexicans. Or was I say hemp? You know, hemp, the which is the cousin to weed.
Yeah,
you know, hemp. So hemp was, and people know today that it's a wonder plant. You can make pretty much anything from hemp, like fucking so many things you can make from hemp. But
wonder what you can't make.
But the things that came out from the things that come out from that, cuz, was that hemp was a wonder plant, and there was all these like papers coming out about it back in the early 1900s, 1800s. So he started, and a cousin to weed, to hemp was weed. So they made up bullshit propaganda in his newspapers because he didn't have any hemp farms. He had heaps of tree farms, you know, forests that he had to make his papers. So he put out propaganda in his papers to take the to push away attention from hemp, so people don't buy into that and make his fucking papers obsolete. And he started saying that Mexicans and blacks were raping and killing raping women and killing people and doing fucking crazy shit on weed. Which, don't get me wrong, like if you do have like mental problems, it probably could set you off. I'm not saying that's not the case, but yeah, they were just blanketing everyone with their term, and then they blanketed everyone that smoked weed with that narrative, and then everybody stopped, and they banned it and all over the place. And then also Nixon, I think President Nixon, he said that he went and got some studies done, and they done them on monkeys, and pretty much the studies showed that killed all the monkeys' brain cells, but the studies were flawed because they didn't show that the monkeys were hooked up to all these bongs, but they didn't have any oxygen coming in, so that's what actually killed the brain cells. So all these flawed narratives and propaganda exist. And then if that is true, I wouldn't be surprised if the owner does fucking own Netflix. But if you want to give the cousins a contract, hold on, mate.
Give me a contract, bro. Don't listen to their last. Just hook me up, just hook me up.
Or listen to it and understand that it's the real cousin. You're gonna get the real. Man, that's what we think.
Big fake.
What we think.
Fuck what you think.
Fuck what you think. Look at all the most successful like comedians on fucking Netflix. They're all fucking controversial. They're not fucking.
Most definitely.
All the shit Dave Chappelle says on there, like to the Rainbow Nation and all of these. It's not even the Rainbow Nation. It's the alphabet ones. They're just trying to trying to make up shit all the time.
And it's just being true to who he is, and his opinions. Like now everyone's so politically correct. People. Like even for example, like because I still do suffer from mental health issues. Like all my whānau suffer from mental health. I was actually in like about 2 years, about a year ago, I was in the mental home, over in Perth.
What happened in there?
Yeah, so, going back, when I first moved over in 2018 to Australia, I ended up joining the mob, and at that time, most definitely, my brother, but, the person that sort of you know, steered me through it. He was the man, you know, like he was the man, always supportive of me, like, you know, and still, you know, to this day he is. But you know, I joined that because I thought it would make me a man, you know, like, you know, meaning I was trying to be a tough fella, I was trying to be this, you know, I was thinking, oh, this will protect me and make me harder at the same time. So, you know, I went through, I think, about a year and a half, and then I ended up
four
getting
babies. I think you're hard anyway. But you
yeah. So, you know, I did a lot of things at that time, but during that time too, before that, I was suffering from mental health issues. You know, I've got borderline personality disorder, chronic depression. I've got ADHD. Yeah, BPD. I got ADHD. Like, you know, growing up, I used to, you know, take Ritalin and all that stuff. Yeah, but
it's not good for you though. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, it wasn't at that time because it used to make me feel like really tired and down and out. You know, I used to be like this all the time.
You used to be a hypo kid.
Yeah, well, that's what my mum and them reckon. I think I was in a sense too.
What's wrong
but
with this?
Yeah, oh well, you know, I think it was like yeah, just you know, easily to handle because, you know, my mum and they were still stoners.
That's rich,
you know, like yeah, most definitely.
Like, they give you a pill because you're too hard to handle. Like,
yeah, and my dad used to sell them, bro. My dad used to sell those pills too. Yeah, slang them and fucking use them too because it makes, you know, it's the opposite effect, you know, to everybody else at that time. But yeah, so during that time when I was in the mob and all of that, you know, I was you know, doing some things, you know, I ain't gonna say it's good or bad, but you know, I was going through that trying to be the man, and then I ended up going missing. I ended up getting my korowai. I only got my korowai for like 3 weeks off, you know, 3 months, 4 months or something like that. But because the brother, you know, he's seen that I wasn't doing good, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't even, you know, control your mind, what if someone comes and takes your shit? They'll just take it, you know, and then you'll, you know, and you won't be able to handle. So, you know, I ended up going mental. I ended up going missing. I ended up going missing for like, I was trying to kill myself at that time now. Trying to kill myself at that time. So back in 2000 and
what happened? Like, what kind of kill yourself for?
It's basically because borderline personality disorder is sort of like you're seeing a distorted image of yourself. You know, like everybody else sees you as a nice, bubbly person, all that shit, but you just feel like you just see yourself as I'm a shit cunt. You know, no one should be around me. No one should, you know, have to have a burden of me in their life, you know, and all that shit. Like, you just see yourself as really like a bad image of yourself. Like, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking dumb cunt. And, you know, even hearing all that shit growing up, you know, because I got that too. Yeah, oh, most definitely. It still does today. Like,
you reckon that's the worst, cuz, out of all? Because I say this, brother, man. A lot of the words my mum said to me, which was a lot of that stuff, and in that shit like rings in my brain more than any hidings, brother, was just you're fucking useless, you can't sing, your shit, like all of those ones.
Yeah.
I used to go like, well, I'll fucking prove you wrong, lady. That's my
head. Oh, most definitely. Like, I don't think like my mum never really used to say it to me, but it was all the whānau that was around me, you know, because my whānau on my mum's side, my whānau on my mum's side are quite they're quite onto it, you know, pretty much like.
What, teacher? Your mum teacher?
Yeah, my mum's a teacher. She was actually studying to become a lawyer before she moved over to Australia, you know, and then my koro, he was the man. He worked in Tasman majority of his life. I think he was a fitter turner or something like that, boilermaker. You know, he had his own house, bro. He had this big ass whare, like it's still there, big ass whare in Torere right across the road from the college. Yeah, he's still around. You know, and like even all my other whānau, like one of my aunties, she goes out with one of the tutors from Te Whānau Apanui. So I ended up grew up in the world of Te Ao Maori also, you know, until I was like until we moved to another place. We were in Torere. I used to go Kurakaupapa there for a bit. But yeah, so fuck, I always get off track here.
You're talking about how how they influence you, but like your mother wasn't really like that, and your mum's whānau were quite on, like when it comes to, you know,
they're quite onto it, and you know, because my dad, he was sort of like the difference from everybody else, because all my uncles, all my aunties, they all cracking it. Like my uncle Heke Collier, my mum's older brother, he done all the carvings for Portuguese. So when you go through the just go to Portuguese, you see those two big carvings. That's what my uncle made. But so on her side, they did all that. They were all like pretty mean. And then when my dad came into the whānau, he was a druggie, fucking slanging weed, fucking beating up my mum. And then like even when he first met my nan and my koro, he was drunk, drinking, all that shit, gambling. So, they just looked at him like, fuck. Like, he's a fucking out of it cunt. Like he shouldn't even be with my daughter. And then, so when I was being raised at the same time, if I did anything bad or shit like that, they're like, oh yeah, you're just like your dad. So
those words, because like, that one, fuck you.
Fuck you, you're like your dad. And at that time I was like, at that time I was like, But then I got to the point where I was like, fuck you all. I'm not a collier, you can get fucked. Like I was became that bad, in my head. I was like, these cunts can all get fucked. So and that sort of helped, that sort of stemmed my mental health issues too, because past trauma is a lot to deal with, especially like some people say harden up, but fuck, you can't harden up if there's shit that's still going through your head that you haven't dealt with at that time. So
harden up is the band-aid, because even if you do harden up, like it doesn't remove the root problem. The root problem remains.
Most definitely.
What is the cause, unless you attack the, and I'm learning this shit still now, because like there's so many layers of shit that myself I've like, fuck, you know what I mean? Well, why do I do this? And it's because of these things, you gotta open all that up, because and look at yourself in the mirror every day and fucking knife. But good on you. Obviously you got down and but you got down in the dumps, and how did you try? Did you try to kill yourself?
So I went missing, bro, for like for a couple of weeks. I ended up driving, we're perfect all the way down to Albany, just one trip. Drove down there. I ended up staying in the bush for a couple of days, trying to commit suicide and all of that. But every time I tried, it was like, I don't know, it was, people were telling me to hold on, telling me to stay there, sort of thing. So first time I tried to commit suicide, I tried to jump on the tree and tie it all up, and there was a family that pulled up. A whole farm, they pulled up and they parked there, baby. And they parked there for ages, for hours, so that was the first time. And people, stuff like that started to happen all the time. And I was like, fuck. So I ended up driving into town, selling my phone, and I stayed in the backpackers for a bit. And then, I just felt like I was, my father was missing me. Everyone was trying to find me and all that shit. And I was like, nah, fuck. Oh, no, sorry. I told one of these ladies down there that I went missing and all that, and then she called the cops, and then told them I was there. So anyway, I ended up driving up to Augusta. And then met my misters and my kids in Augusta. We stayed there for that Christmas time, and then we ended up boosting back up to Perth. And then that's sort of when the bro was like, nah, I don't think you can handle being in the mob and all that anymore. Because for me, how I was saying, I'm a bad, good kid in a bad environment, and I was just trying to be, someone I wasn't. I'm not saying that gang life is good or bad, because I got some whānau in there that own it. It just wasn't for me. I'm too kind-hearted to do that stuff. Even though I did a little bit of things,
you were doing bad things, they can't see.
I the little bit about stuff, but it just wasn't for me. So even like coming back to Perth and trying to live normally again, that was hard, because I was living in I was living in Girraween at that time.
Girraween.
I was living in Girraween for that time. And I tried to commit suicide again, bro. I waited for my missus to go to mahi and stuff. So I locked the door, put the key in the door, and I just grabbed all the pills that I could find there, and I just smashed them all. And then, like, same thing. Te Atua must have been a blessing or something, because my missus must have left something at home, and she came back. Door wasn't opening. She jumped through, she reckons, and then she found me on the couch, fucking dead, like almost dead, bro. Called the pigs, called everybody. And then we ended up going to the Royal Perth. So I was in there in the hospital for a couple of days, and then I was like, oh, yeah, sweet, I'm about to go. And then, security was like, nah, you're not going anywhere. We're taking you down to the mental health unit. So I was in the mental health unit 2K down in Perth for about 6 months. Yeah, I was in there because I was going through a really bad time at that stage of my life. I think it was also an awakening too, because when I moved back in 2018, 17, back to New Zealand, I ended up going to this tohunga named Koro over in Whakatane. And, my mum and them used to always tell me when I was born that, my third eye was right open. So I used to see like kihuas in that when I was like a baby. And, my nan and them used to hate it. So he closed my eye, And that's why they say my thing's so far apart. If you can see like yeah. So in 2000, but they took me there and closed my eye back then. Yep. And then in 2017, we went back to him because my sister wanted to go back to him to see some things, and I was like, oh yeah, I might as well go too. And then he reckons he opened it a little bit, and it'll just slowly open as I go on. So I think that was part of it too, because I started, my wairua
started hitting you.
Yeah, my wairua was going this way, but I was living that life. I was trying to be a gangster and trying to be this person, that person. So, I went through that mental health stage in my life. And then, just one day it just snapped, because, at that time I was sort of like, having to do some things and then pay back, for my stuff, and then sort of, I was scared, bro. Like, I was scared, like, oh, mom's going to get me. Fucking, I don't want to be seen, And then just one day last year, it just snapped in my head. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, at the end of the day, this is for my whānau. This is for my uri. This is not for, I can't just be a nobody because, I have to do this.
So you didn't want to put out, you wanted to put out content for a long time, but
I wanted to put out content
because of your past life, because of
my past life and what I've done and what I've been through.
When you left today, was your head on the chopping block or nah? Carl?
Nah, no, well, yeah, but nah, like, well, I don't know. I don't know at the end of the day, that's their take sort of thing. But but in my head, because I was still mental health issues, I was still thinking, fuck.
In your head, you're still,
okay. But I don't know what happened on that end, but I think in my head, I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But so I ended up, just one day I just popped down. I was like, nah, fuck this. I have to do it now. You know what I mean? Because, I'm 31 too. I'm getting a bit old. Even though we're still young anyway, but you're
young as when we were kids, we thought that was old. They are 30.
That was old.
30 old. I'm 32, cause 32, 91.
Yeah, 92. I'm 32. Yeah, I'm 32 this year. But and then I was like,
what's the 5th? Where's the hoodie too?
The 10th of July, 1992.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a Cancer.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh my crab! Cancer is a crab, yeah. Cancer.
Cancer is a crab. But just one day it just popped in my head because my bloodline, we've got like so many great people in our whānau, and I have always heard stories like some of my cousins. One of my cousins, he actually came over to the Canberra Raiders when Benji Marshall came over. Like, so him and Benji Marshall were friends, but he wanted to carry on rugby. The bro wanted to go to NRL, and you know what he is now. Then I had another uncle, my uncle that carved in that. He wanted to be an All Black. He got chosen. So we had all these people that have done great things, like or willing to want it, was eventually gonna do great things. But they didn't do nothing about it. And then in my head I was like, fuck, I don't want to be that uncle that goes to the marae out the back and uncle.
Back in my day,
back in my day, I want to be going to the marae, and then people are like, fuck, you're the man now. Your life was fucking me now. I love you. That's sort of my inspiration, and also
True, so
how they say you
what
think
was
of the
the
end.
date? Yeah, end goal. Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying? Sorry.
No. You think of the end. Go
Oh
in
yeah,
on
you
that.
think of
Sorry.
the end. You know, you think of the end first, and then you reverse engineer it. And then
Yes, that's it.
at that time, I was like, "Fuck," because I'm going to be buried. I want to move. When I die, my Tupapaku's going to be in Torere. When I'm there,
Yeah.
I want I just want it to
Well,
be
what do you want
stacked.
written on that thing?
Yeah,
What do you want written on?
or even just like people just walking through the urupa and they go, "That fella there, he was the fucking man." You know what I mean? Like,
I love that. It doesn't matter what your inspiration, because being from home, a lot of whānau will go, "Oh, be humble." I mean, you can stand in your own power and be proud of your achievements and still be humble. Humble,
yeah,
I think the term humble is used. I actually think the Pākehā put it on us so we would hate on ourselves, where the tall poppy syndrome would come around.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? We would pull each other down when we shine too much because, humble. But then humble, all they want you to do is shut up. That's all it is.
yeah. They just want to shut up about it.
Yeah, you cannot
And they
be
want us to have
whakahiki
doubts.
to someone. Yeah, and that's it, because they're sowing doubts. Even I spoke to a brother at one time, and shout out to the brother, but and he talked about, I heard that the Pākehā said, like, oh well, this is an island. If they didn't come here, like, we were savages. I was like, yeah, if you wanna brainwash people and tell them they were fucking something that and make them believe that they're better off with you as their governor. How the fuck do you think? Of course, you tell them they're savages. How the fuck do we know we were savages? What even is a savage? Like, if you look at all the kōrero, our tipuna, our tupunas would look after their people. Like, they're fucking. If you lost the war and we say komutu, it's all done. They would let you take your tupapaku, let you take your wounded. The British bang shoot you while you're picking up your dead. They didn't give a fuck. There are no rules of engagement, cause just fucking let's go. So, like, for me, cause when I hear those corridors, I think a lot of it stems from that colonization, which wasn't that long ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. I've got Pākehā in me, like, your mum's last name's Collier. That's not a black one. Yeah, that's not a black name. It comes from somewhere. So, like, we got Pākehā toto in us as well, and that's Keitepa. We're humans at the end of the day, but we I don't know if you probably, but like me, I identify as Maori because that's all I've known, is being Maori. But at the same time, all of those things, what happens to us when you're told to be humble, cuz bro, be proud of that. I can't wait to. Actually, I hope I'm not there, because I hope I hope you live a long life, brother. But I hope one day, my son or fucking someone in my mokopuna can go past and Torere and say, fuck, the old unks over there, he was the man. Yeah, can drive past State Highway 35 and say, the unks over there, old Fetu, not Fitu, was the man. But no, bro, I'm proud of. What was the day that you remember that? Do you remember the date where you said to yourself, this is it, I have to? Yeah. Do you remember the dates or the moments?
Probably like May last year, because I was like, yeah.
And I'm not trying to be fucking one up either, because it's just relatability for me. This is May last year is when I got top one. But when I got top one on TikTok and all the ranks, which I finally, after like a couple of years of trying to get it and like getting banned, I had like fucking 50 bans, you know what I mean? Heaps. All these, but anyway, we got it. And then I pushed all the shit to the side, because I pushed all my hara to the side. And then it all sat in front of me after I achieved what I was trying to get at that time. And then I've told the story on the podcast the other week, because the bro asked me when was my moment to do, like right now we're sitting. This will be like the 160th episode in 4 months, cause that's not easy. That's not easy. And there's like an hour of kōrero editing, and then you clip them and you put them up and you put the audio. There's a lot of mahi and just description, so much. But anyway, I'm not here. It's not about tooting my horn. I'm just talking about. So that started in January, right? But it was May last year where I went to go and I pushed a lot of stuff to the side that I didn't deal with, cuz, and then I went to go hang myself, cuz I put my, got the extension cord, cuz I was gonna wrap around the garage, and then I chucked it around the neck, brother, and my son, my baby, he woke up crying, he was teething, and then I was like, fuck, I had to go get him, brother. But this wasn't the first moment I've tried to take my life. I've tried to do it multiple times before. Years before that, I had a car crash, and like I couldn't walk for ages, and like I was a machine, cuz, like fucking fit as, like you know, muscly, all that stuff, you know. I was, you know, a bit of a athlete, but like I felt like, bro, is this gonna be me for the rest of my life? Like, am I gonna not walk properly and that? So, you know, and then what happened was I started getting the opioids, smashing those pills, and then fucking it makes you numb, cuz like to the pain, but also to feeling and to understanding. And then when you do that too much, we're wairua beings, right? We need to feel, we're spiritual beings. So like when you block that too much, eventually boom, you know what I mean? And then I try to bucket. I played Russian roulette with myself, cuz like put 2 bullets in and click, and then fucking try to click again, and I got to the third one there, 2 clicks, no shot. Got to the third one, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna. But then I started thinking about it, like, oh fuck, do I want to? And I looked down in the water, and all I could hear was 3 little birds. Every little thing is gonna be all right. So I could hear that on the water, and I was like, fuck, I don't know if I. You know, and I second guessed it. Didn't end up doing it. And then there was another time before that though. I tried to hang myself cuz on it, and it was a metal gable cousin. It snapped. Like I shouldn't have snapped, bro. It was solid as, but it snapped. But again, what you said, I resonated with the story that you like either made for. We're here to do more, cuz we're here to do more because that family that sat there and made you think. Probably made you think of your family. I don't know, like oh, you know what I mean? All these and whatever other attempts you had, that shit resonates with me. So my son walks out May after I've got top 1, couple of a week later, whatever it is, 2 weeks later. And I fucking grab my son, I'll go inside, grab him, get rid of the fucking thing. Well, I leave it there and I think I'll go put him to bed and then I'll come back out here, you know what I mean? And do my thing. And then and like, you know, I take off the neck, get rid of it, go inside. I hold my son, brother, and he's only a baby. Like, oh, you know, like, you know, 1.5, 2 years old, whatever it is, but he's teething, you know, mum way, and you know, being a father for, and I'm holding him, brother, and I'm just pouring with roi matas, like Rangi Nui is crying for papa, bro, just dropping down, cousin. And I say to myself, right at that moment, I don't remember the day, but it was in May. I think it was next week, or the second week or third week, or it might be the third week of May. And I say to myself, what do I want to like? What do I like? I'm not where I want to be. For many reasons, like in my mind, physically, all these kinds of things. How can I change that? And I said, how can I wanna do great things. I want to do all these other things. How can I change it? And so I decided. I mapped out what we're doing here. I mapped out a year ago, and I said, like you said, reverse engineer. Start just like writing a good story. You start with the end in mind. So like, and then go reverse engineer from there. So I said, like, I'm going to learn every day something to do with, because I never content created, either content creation or just podcasting, all of this kind of stuff. I'm going to learn something about it, whether it's editing, anything. I haven't done any of this shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to learn something about it for the next, all the way until, and then I'm going to kick off. I want to launch a podcast by the start of next year. And then I launched on January 7, I launched. And it's been, like I said, it'll be this will be like the 160th episode since January 7. And I'll release this like next week sometime. So I don't, but that caught it all, like it resonates with me because you said May last year. Same for me, because like literally May last year, I told myself, stop being a fucking idiot, stop doing all these things. Like I fucking hurt a lot of people around me, not physically, just through the shit that I put
just through your choices there.
So I said to myself, this is the time. I can't change that shit. But how do I change going forward? You know what I mean? How do I change going forward? And today is another day of daily deposits towards doing that. I'm not where I want to be. It might be a long way away, but I'm going. I'm daily. You know,
but you're like on your way.
I brick my cousin. Yeah. So fuck, I resonate with your corridor so much, cause like it hits me here, my brother, and the manawa so hard.
Even you see, you know, when you were talking about that right there, you see my eyes started reading up because I was, oh, you know, I could definitely feel it, definitely feel the way to it. Yeah, and I've been there, you know, that's similar to me, you know. I felt like, yeah, because I believe we're all here for a purpose, you know, and when our purpose is fulfilled, then we get taken back to Te Atua. You know what I mean? Then we get our thing. But another one I believe is, you know, I don't know where I got this belief, but I believe that we keep getting reincarnated until we fulfill our purpose here on Earth.
Oh, yeah. Do you feel like some people don't fulfill their purpose too? They die before they do?
Nah. Yeah, well, that's how I sort of felt too when it just clicked in my head. I was like, you know, something was telling me, my wairu was over being reincarnated. This needs to be the last time. You know, like sort of thing. You know, so... because I've always felt that I was different there. Like I've always been different to all my whānau. I've never liked things that certain whānau, that people have liked. Like rugby. I've never really been into rugby. I've never really been into this shit. I just felt really different to everybody else. Like even though I was trying to be like everyone else just to fit in, but really I just wanted to be different. Because I do feel like I'm put on this earth to do great things. But and just to be a role model for the rangatahi that's from our ways or from places like from where we're from, not just Maori, but everybody that can relate to my story. I felt like, oh well, that's I have to be it because no one has ever done it before. You know what I mean? Like we've got like Taika Waititi and all those fellas, but it's for me, it's like I was there. Seeing my mum getting a hiding. Fuck, I was around. Mobsters all getting on the purse, and I've been through all these things in my life. That's why I was like, bro, surely someone can relate to that. And just to see, just for my uri to be like, fuck, we're from greatness too. And we can do it too. If you can do it, if you can do it from fucking nowhere, fuck now. You can do it anyway.
Yeah, too much.
Hard. Yeah, mental wards and all that shit.
It ain't where you stop, baby. Yeah, it ain't even. It ain't even where you. It ain't even where you end up, cuz it's where you finish. You know what I mean? Because we can end up in places that we don't want to be. Bro, I'm proud of you, my brother. I just want to say, I want to give you your flowers right now, cuzzy, and say I'm proud of you. Proud of you for one, knowing, like always knowing that you were different. That you wanted different things. Obviously navigating the being Maori, being a man, and having to trying to fit in, but now standing in your power after everything, cuzzy. I'm glad that you didn't you weren't successful in taking your own life, cuzzy, because they're wahine that's obviously stood by you pretty hard to you, my cuz. Not many women would travel all over the place for a fella, be either Rarako's mean or the fucking the brain knows how to eat the meow. Yeah, either
put a both. Nah.
Put a boutte in the middle. Let's go now. But that's my brother. Like, and props to her too, because let's give her flowers too, because I don't know the cousin's name, or if you ever want to put it out there, or you told me before, but shout out to her, my cousin. Shout out to Mumsy. Shout out to Mumsy too for tautoko in.
Shout out to her.
She obviously believes in you, cuz. Like, that's pretty mean.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking mean, cuz.
Definitely does, through all the things that I've been through. And we've been through too, like I ain't gonna say that fucking I was faithful and shit too. I fucked up. I even fucked up last year. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna. But I ain't gonna.
No more, like, no more. No one. That's it.
Yeah, 2 years. We've been married for 2 years now. During that time, and then she's been her and her father. I'm gonna give her father the flowers too, because without them helping, without them, helping me. Oh, she's from. I met her in Fairfield College. Her father actually is the Tumais from Huntley, and also the Hitarakas from up north, Whatiwhiwhi. But her father, and the Tongas. So her when I first met her first met my wife's nan, she used to live at the Papakaingas, right next to Tūranga Waiwai Marae.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so something, I think it was the Koroneana was on at that time, and I went down there. Yeah, and then I went down there, and then I seen her nan and that, and then because this is another story too, and I think not many people know about this, but so where I'm from, Torere Nui Arua, she was the oldest to what's his name? For the Tainui waka, she was is it Hoturua? I think no. Yeah, it is. So she was the oldest daughter. So she's the oldest daughter. So originally, where the how they say, if you go by the eldest, she's the eldest of Hoturua. So she was originally meant to be the queen. But you know what I mean. But yeah, so at that time when the wakas were coming through, see, this is another one too. Like I tell majority of my bros, and like, hey, but Māoris came over to that island. I was like, nah. But I had one of my tupuna, his name's Manakio. He was there seeing the wakas come past. You know, so Torere Nuiarua was getting she was getting, what is it, chased by Taikehu, who was one of the priests on the thing at the time. And she didn't want to, she didn't want to marry him or anything. So she ended up, when they were docked in Torere, she ended up jumping out and then running up the river. So, the wakas still carried on, the Tainui wakas and still carried on. So I think us and Whangaprao are the only ones down the coast. So Torere, Ngaitai, and then someone down Whangaprao, we're the only ones that say ko Tainui te waka. Because some of them say matatu, or some of them say, So, we were just, so there was a thing, we were talking about that, because she goes, the Nan goes, where are you from? So, I'm from Torere. She goes, oh, I used to go down there for holidays, and she even told the story that, Torere Nuiaru was the oldest of Hoturua, so originally they meant to be the kings and queens, of the kingitanga and all that, because, it was out of it. I just hearing that from someone else that is not where I'm from, but she knew the history too, so that was buzzy, just to hear that. But
bro, I'm someone like I don't like monarchies, cuz like I don't like them at all. I don't like the kingitanga. I don't like the kingitanga. Not like the, I don't like my people. I don't like anybody, like my nan.
Everyone's equal here.
Yeah, cuz my nan's brother was Pumi Taituha. Pumi Taituha was the right hand man for Te Atairangi Kahu. This is my nan's brother. He wrote a lot of songs in Waikato and all that. But anyway, and he was a great man in Tohunga as well, and that thing. But for me, cuz it's what you said, equality, my brother. I mean, that's a cool story. I'm not gonna mimmy on that story.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Hoturua's oldest thing. And like, I don't know if it's propaganda or not. Did Maui really stop the sun with a net? I don't know. But anyway, no. But what for me, the monarchy thing is like, bro, it runs deep, because like so much of, we talk about like being Pākehā, Maori, being like racism, whatever. But I think worse than racism, because I think fucking classism is the worst. Classism,
it is.
When people are of a certain
like,
class,
use a pohara, or use
so we're better than you, or we're rich, so we get to sit here or whatever. We like that shit, brother, is the shit that fucking, like, all around the world, right? Whether you're black, brown, white, Pakistani, we all come from the Punani. That there was an LED line, but no, but no matter the color, whatever, because there's wealthy Maori that I know, they think they're better than like my cousin that's a grave digger, you know what I mean? That they're big targets and they think they're better than them, like, you know what I mean?
They're all of us from here. Yeah, some of us from here in Australia.
No. But like this, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about even back home Maori. Home Maori that are worth millions of dollars that I know, because they think they're better than our whanaungas that are got no teeth and gumboot wearing Maoris that live on the papakainga, but like they're the ones that keep the fires burning for your home, cuz, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
thanks. Like, and that's that. But even going back into like it being more of a plight, like racism, obviously that exists. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I think that classism is worse, because there's elite and all, even over here, but Aboriginal people, or tangata whenua over here, there's the fucking classiest, like ones that are fucking loaded as, and they make all the decisions, and they don't even ask the pohara ones. You know what I mean? They don't even ask. I know this, and I'm not speaking out. I've worked in the communities, because I've built like their fucking whares. I've fixed them. I've fucking hung out with them for years, but all over the Motu, Alice Springs and Kananara, fucking, bro. I've been around the brothers, and a lot of what the money goes into ain't what it should be, but it's just fucking, either rich Pākehā or rich people that that like have the toto, that have the blood, but never ever grew up there, and don't go and ask those people what they really need. You know what I mean?
It's like the hierarchies, like every culture has 1%, like
of course.
The 1%ers in there, you know what I mean? Like, and
we're not talking about the bikies either. We're not talking about the bikies either.
Yeah, there's 1% of everything, like the elites. You know how there's Maori elites and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and like, I definitely know what you're on about, because
and you know what it is too? Like, let's say you star Fetu A.B. Let's say the brother Apirana Baker, he grows up and becomes the king of Africa. Like, for example, you're the king of Africa, but you're a good king. You look after your people, but just because you're a good king, don't mean your kid's gonna be, brother. Like, just because someone's born into your blood, a lot of the time, because they're afforded a different life than others, they're gonna be not good. You know what I mean? Because hard. So like,
No, it's
that's
like
my fight with monarchy, brother. It's bullshit, and
Yeah.
also the monarchies that have colonized us all around the world. Like you get the fucking England, Buckingham Palace, all that kind of shit. That's all fucking built off of indigenous cultures all around the world. Dirty
big
bastards.
fact.
You know what I mean?
You know,
It's the
and
same thing.
that's what I like
Monarchy.
too, because you know, like I'm from the, like how I was saying, like some of my whānau, they feel like they're better than other people. You know, where I was treated like I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like so I can understand. Like I grew up, I am from the bottom. You know what I mean? Like everyone says you're not from the bottom. I am from the bottom. So you know, like I don't want the throne. I just need a bigger seat. That's all I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but there's enough thrones for us all, cuz there's enough thrones for us all. We can all have a throne, we all kings and queens and this bitch.
You know?
They said, but yeah, like I said, I'm not pissing on that story. That's a beautiful story, cuzzy. And if you're talking about lineage wise, you're right. Then if that's the true facts, if that's not propaganda, that's what you know is oldest. Then you know, rightfully so. Then.
But you know, but I like how you carried on with that, because I was just gonna say that too. You know, I don't feel like I'm better than anyone else. But you're right. I don't feel like I'm better than anyone else. I don't feel like, you know, like I have the confidence that I am the fucking man, but I'm the man in my own lane. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because you know, everyone, you can duplicate someone, but you can never be the original. You know, so it's better to be yourself than be someone else. You know, and that's what I sort of found out, because I try to be like a gangster. I was saying, you know, join the mob, try to be a gangster, try to be this person. Even when I used to rap, I used to talk about shit that I never done. You know what I mean? And like,
give us a couple bars. Give us a couple bars of something that you never did.
It was basically like, fuck. Nah, just talking about, like, you know, I want to kill, you know, I'll shoot cunts or run cunts over, shit like that, you know, like, I wouldn't, you know, shit like that, like, I wouldn't, like, I would, you know, I would, but I've never done it before, or I won't get provoked to do it straight away, you know, it's like
if you needed to, if it had to be done.
if you fuck all my kids, or, you know, shit like that, or fuck all my father, you know, everyone knows, you know, then you'll go and do that shit, but, you know, like,
but you weren't out here just running over people.
No, I'm not running over cunts, you know, like, but yeah, I think being genuinely me is why I'm popping so fast, you know, and why I'm doing it right this time. Like everything I've learnt throughout my years too, you know, even being from where I'm from, and you know, all that stuff, like treated like the black sheep of my whānau sort of thing, and then, you know, from also the skills and lessons I learned throughout my life, you know, and then just being true to me. And I think a big role, a big part of why I'm popping too is because of this, you know, because of my green hair. Like, I thought about it because I watch a lot of anime, and then I was like, fuck. Hentai. Yeah. Oh, nah, not the hentai. I need to see the real thing. Like this.
What the hentai? On the hub here? On the PA?
Yeah, but, you know, so I was,
Wait, just clip up that one part, eh? Wait, brother, clip that one part where you go, yeah.
You go, hard. But, like, I was watching, you know, anime and all that shit, and then I started learning about color psychology, like branding, you know, like how to actually brand yourself, you know. So I started learning about color psychology, and then I was like, fuck, what's some mean colors, you know. And then I learned red is about, like, makes people hungry, it makes people, like,
that's why all the fast
all that
there.
Stuff, like all the fast foods are red. Blue's more like intelligent type of things, you know, like people sort of trust people, you know. You got like Facebook, you got all these blue ones that look like they're sort of intelligent, stuff like that. But I really focused on green, because green's more like natural, being yourself. You know, like there was so much behind it. It was just being pure, being natural, and it's like different to red and blue, you know, because you either choose red or blue or green, you know. And I probably would have chose red at that time, but I was like, I'm gonna go green, you know. So I chose green, and I just like, fuck, I'll just dye my hair green, and then I'm this person right now. Learning color psychology, learning branding, all like that. And I knew at the start people were like, what the fuck, you know, wow, this fella's gay and shit like that, and you know,
Because
now it's sort of grown on people, you know, now
Yeah,
it's
who
grown
cares?
on people, and now I think when people see me, they're like, that's their, you know, because it's easily recognizable, because you know, some of us Maoris, we all look pretty similar, so you know, but so people are like, hey, is that fella? But if you see green hair, like, yeah, nah, that's him for sure. Yeah, so they're
Or
sort
there's
of,
gonna be other fellas that start doing their green hair, thinking they
yeah,
start, you know, that's gonna happen too, cuz that's gonna happen. That's gonna be cool.
oh, most
So you keeping the
definitely, you
green
know.
hair? Are you
Yeah,
keeping the
I'm
green
keeping it.
hair?
Well, I'm keeping it until, you know, a certain. I was looking at, because even researching about how Eminem and Ice Cube and all of them, how they change their looks every 2-3 years, 2 to 3 years. So you know, I was like, oh yeah, well, I'll wait till like 2 years and then I'll change it up. You know, then I'll
Yeah.
go back to my
Yeah,
normal hair. You know,
And then you
so,
go for a mohawk hair.
then I go for a mohawk. Then I'll go for a mullet. I'll go for a
Big
dreaded
dirty
mullet.
mohawk hair, or spiky one.
No, I'll go for a dreadlock mullet. That's fucking hoary as fuck.
A drullet.
The young dread.
A drullet.
Yeah, a drullet, and then, you know, and then I'll take out this one, this tooth, and that one. No.
Hold me in there. Hold me. No, man. Go back to your fellas now.
Yeah. No, but you know, but yeah, so you know, everything I think, and at the same time, how I say Te Atu always, you know, he always the story is already written for us. We just have to make the right choices to make it. You know, and that's my belief anyway. The story is already written. You know, he already knows what the plans are. It's just whether our choices make it or not. Whether we go, we go that way, or we go that way. You know, so just to see that, and also to like, there were so many factors why I chose to do this shit too. You know, like I was saying, is to show the rangatahi and the people that you know, if I can fucking do it, you can do it too. You know, and you don't have to be a tough cunt. Like that's the other one I wanted to show you too. Like, fuck, I'm Maori. Yeah, fucking oath. But I'm not trying to portray being this person, that person. You know, I'm just be you. Because I think a lot of our people back at home have that. You know, they have to either choose red or blue or yellow. And then at the same time, they have to try and be hearty. You know, like even you look at it when you first, I don't know if the same as you, but when I first moved to Australia, I was like, fuck, I want to smack that cunt over, or fuck, I want to smack that cunt over.
You know, I was like, of course, because that's the mentality. Or what are they looking at? What are they staring at? Fuck your eye problem. You know what I mean? All those. You know, I was talking to Pop about it too, because and actually, what you just touched on, like, if people stare at you now, one, you like, you don't mind, like, you know, that's part of the game, but also, like, Bubba was saying that, like, everybody that stared at is. Like, people staring at me, he don't mind, like, because, like, obviously they're gonna stare at me. I'm a big fella with dreadlocks, and I got a tattoo on my face and tattoos on my arms. Of course they're gonna, you know. But he said, like, the people that get mad when they got a mataora, that people look at them like, oh, you're fucking stupid now. Like, what do you think they're gonna do? Especially if you're in Australia, yeah. Of course.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, that's why some of my videos, I got this one where I'm talking, you know, like, you know, because you know how we come over, we think we're tough airs, and we either see a spider or a snake, we're like, oh, what the fuck? You know, like, you know, like, fucking out.
Or that's like, have you seen? Fuck, I don't know who the comedian was, but they go, "I'll fight a man with a gun, but I ain't fucking with that. But I ain't fucking with that squirrel." It's like African American, like the boys get scared of fucking like animals and stuff. Not all of them, but like, it's like a stereotype. And then the boys like, "I'll fight a man with a gun, but I ain't fucking with that squirrel."
Like, probably, you know, because you don't know who his father was. Who he connected with. Maybe I'll pull up fucking 5,000 squirrels outside your house.
Where did you get the thing, brother? The fucking where did you get your first ant bite? Where did you get your first ant bite? Cause
bro, I probably got it on my I think I got it on my calf.
No. Where were you? Like, did you trip out? Like, cause ants don't bite at home. Cause like,
oh yeah. It was in Perth. It was Perth. Because Perth, you know, it's out of it now. Because the east and the west of Australia are totally different. G. Like, yes, they got the same sort of culture, like, you know, same sort of culture, but at the same time, they don't have the same landscapes. You know what I mean?
People don't realize how huge Australia is. Like, you're going to the USA, brother. So for anybody that's from, say, the US, if you're listening, like we because we do have listeners, and like we have quite a few listeners in the US on the audios in there, and like some come through on the things, but where I am, I'm pretty much like Southern California, and the bros sort of like Toronto area, like sort of away from us, or like, you know, or you can even say just like New York sort of style, Boston.
Yeah, New York,
that's how far
Boston
the bro is.
ways.
So like it's the distance is crazy. Like people don't even back home, they don't realize how big Aussie is. Like they think, oh yeah, my father's an Aussie. We know the bro, he lives in Brisbane. Like, you know where the fuck Brisbane is?
It was like, you know, when you first come over and you ask your cousin and they're like, oh fuck, you come for a ride, it's only around the corner. And you're like, oh yeah,
it's like an hour later, 40 minutes.
That's like 30 it's fucking ages. You're like, hey, fuck, I thought I was gonna walk over to the cousins, but now you see this is around the corner. Fuck that, I ain't walking around there. It's far as. But yeah, like I even think that's another one too, is, you know, Maoris, you know, like coming over to Australia, like I believe it's harder than anything, you know, like for us anyway, because we're so accustomed to our life growing up that we, you know, we're sort of brave to go to a whole nother world, you know, or not a whole nother world, a whole nother country that we know nothing of, you know, we don't even know how to do our taxes or anything, and you know, and we just thrive, you know, and seeing our people thrive over here is fucking me now. I love it. Well, you know, especially when I was an Aussie, you know, when I was over in Perth in the mines and talking to the bros, and they got houses, they got businesses, you know, they've traveled the world.
He moves,
you know, yeah, and you're like, fuck. But you know, I want to do that eventually. One day I'm going to do that. You know, like I've only been to Bali so far, but fucking, you know, I'm gonna eventually travel the world. But you know, even just seeing our people, you know, talking about you know, houses and, you know, all of that stuff, you know, like, yeah, materialistic things are not, you know, it's not about that, but it's just about us coming over here, you know. I congratulate every single one of us that come over and crack it, because I know a bunch of the others that have came in unsuccessful, you know, like because they become homesick, you know, they become homesick, and you know, and we're disconnected from our, you know, from our whenua, like let's be honest, you know, we're in a whole different place, but at the same time, all of us crack it, you know, and that's mean. I fucking love it there.
But like yourself, cause like, you know, whenua, like whenua is whenua, but like also home is like fucking what you make it, cause like, you know what I mean, and you can, you know, your whānau, home, what they say, I can't remember the movie. Home isn't a place, it's a feeling. You know what I mean? Like it's a feeling there, and that's it. Like you can create your the people around you can become your home. Doesn't mean that you're not proud of where you come from, and that your toto doesn't go back to those lands. Because another thing I think our whānau forget is that there was once upon a time we didn't come from Aotearoa either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big thing. I always say that. I always say that too.
He talked about the Walkers, Kazi. He talked about the Walkers before. That we came from somewhere else originally too.
Yeah,
you know,
we migrated. You know,
we migrated and some of the greatest migrators of all time, voyagers of all time. This is the thing that I want to do too, and I think like you've got to obviously step into these doors with Pākea and all these other ones. You know, we love all people, but like open doors with like all these different people from around the world that are in higher places when it comes to whether it's content creation, podcasting, sponsorship, whatever. But if you can open up all those kinds of doors, we can start telling our stories forever. Like when our great grandchildren grow up, they can grow up to, or even our mokopuna, when they grow up, they can grow up to stories of our tupuna, not just told from us, or you know, or from because they're Maori, they learn that way, but also from the mainstream. We can put our stories out there, just like fucking Aristotle and Homer and Plato. Those are the only motherfuckers we learn about when the kids like, oh, fucking ancient Greeks. When the ancient Greeks were doing their thing, when they were still throwing spears, our people were traversing the great oceans. My cousin, we're using the stars. Like, what about that? And that's all of us. That's not just Maori. There's the Samoans.
There's Polynesians. There's all of us.
Brothers. Yeah,
you know, like even that's one thing that I always try and do. You know, that's why I always hashtag Polynesian, because we're in a big group. You know, like some they say we don't, but it's because they had to differentiate who was coming into the country and who was already there. You know, but if you look at it, we're part of the Polynesian Triangle. We're thing, but I know some of our people. And some of the other Polynesian people out there don't believe that we are. They believe we're different. You know, but we're all same. We're all the same, you know.
like, it's just Maori. We Maori, but obviously in proud Maori, but we also we are, but we come from their same whānau, their Polynesian. And if you go bigger than that, we come from the human whānau, because there's only one.
Oh yeah, big facts. That's big facts too. We're not aliens. Oh well, who knows?
Oh yeah,
no. Who knows?
Wait, just on that. Oh, who's that? We might be what? You might be.
I was gonna say, who knows? Who knows? We might be how they used to say
Anunnaki.
They don't know where those Atlanteans went. And they say fucking Anunnaki too, but they believe Atlantis got sunk, and they believe it might have been sunk in the Pacific Ocean. So we might be them.
We might be them, because there's a lot of theories, even how we bring the kumara all the way to Aotearoa. Like, obviously there's stories in Torere, not Torere, and Te Whanau Apanui of the Rapa Nui people teaching them how to plant it and all of that stuff. But even that, like, where does it go? How does it end up on Rapa Nui, which is Easter Island? Like, are we like maybe the Inca? I don't know. Just
are we South Americans? Because that's what they were saying too. Like, the tattoos, if you carry on from South America and you come all the way to, Aotearoa, you sort of see the South Americans are more squared. And then as they carried on down, it started becoming more rounded. And then all the way coming down to here, now it's full on.
Yeah, full on. Full on Veros. And I'm one of them.
I'm going to get one too. I'm going to get my first fucking tamoko properly. Oh, I got this one, but.
Oh, what one's like, nah, so it's being Tamako out there. The other one.
That's what I mean. There's one. That's one of my first one. This one.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's tough. That's not tough one.
But like, one.
What was I saying? Like, eventually, bro. Like, this has always been my theory too. Pray the Lord that I do carry on to live life a bit longer, but. How I also believe once I fulfill my purpose, that's me. I don't need to be on this earth anymore. But in saying that, if I do get time, like, I want to go back home. Like, I don't know if I've never heard really much of our people say this over here. Like, they do, but not really much. But when I do crack it out, I'm gonna move, and I do my thing, turn 50, whatever the fuck. I give my my mata ora, and then I'll move back to Torere. And help my people after that. Like, just like how I seen this movie. It's one of these ones where he goes to the islands, and like yeah, it's that one we're talking. Him and his brother leave the islands and go to New Zealand to crack. Yeah, his brother being fucking all solid. Shout out to my solids. Yeah, but how he goes over, they go over to New Zealand to make money, and then they take it back to the islands, to help their people. Where like that's sort of what I want to do, eventually get to the point where I can help everybody. Obviously you can't help everybody, but you can try. You can just try whoever you can help. So eventually that's my plan too, is go back home and live on my whenua and just help our people, sort of thing. That's the end, like not the end goal, but the second end goal. The one before I, komate sort of thing. I want to go home and help our people, and show them that we, So that's basically, that's the plan. That's the end goals, and that's what I want to do. And I know this is the stepping stone, because I always I read a lot of, like, even that, like learning to read and all that shit. Like, it took me a while, because I always used to think the same thing as everybody else. Yeah, you're a dumb cunt, shit like that. Like, basically reading wise. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I don't want to read, and then I read this. I watched this podcast about the Wall Street Trapper. It's Tom Bayou. Yeah, he was talking about a few Wall Street Trapper. So he was talking about. The Pākehā, or not the Pākehā, you can't say the Pākehā anymore. You just say the elites. The elites say if you want to hide something from, or back in that time, they say you want to hide something, you hide something from a black man, you put it in a book. And then that sort of just stuck with me. I was like, fuck yeah, that's actually true. Because none of our people, like I had, some of my uncles, they fucking read and all that shit, but I used to think, that's dumb. I ain't got enough time to read. You know,
Nah,
so I
it's
started reading about
fuck,
people's
I've always
bio.
liked reading, but even as a kid.
Yeah, but I used to hate it. I used to hate it
But I can
because, you
relate.
know,
I know he because he's there hated too and still do.
yeah. Well, I,
But
I love it
I don't
now.
read as much these days, to be honest. I always
Yeah,
podcasts. I listen to podcasts just because I don't
yeah.
have the time to
Podcasts are
sit down
meaner.
and read. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
audio books.
yeah.
Like
All audio books too. Yeah, that's me. But
any
you know,
authors, some authors out there, you shouldn't read your book out. Get someone else to read it. Some people you should.
yeah,
Like some people, cause boring. Huh?
yeah. Hard.
Yeah, no. Good on you.
But,
But starting reading is that how you learned
yeah.
from the Wall Street Trapper?
Well,
That
it was basically, you know, well, learning to read, like, you know, more. And then you know, I had one of my cousins, fuck, he's the man. Well, actually, a couple of my cousins, because they live in the GC, they've cracked it, got their own whares and all that stuff, because they cracked it in crypto. And he was telling me about, you know, like Wim Hof breathing, like fucking the yogis, how to meditate, how to do all that stuff. And I started doing all that shit too. You know, after, you know, after I started snapping and started to do this stuff. And then I read a lot of biographies, and, you know, everyone has a blueprint of how they're going to make it, but everyone's journey is different to the top.
different.
You know, like, and that's how I sort of seen it, you know, because, you know, they had like some of the bros making music. They're like, oh, but, you know, Jay-Z did this, but Thing did this. And I'm like, but that's a whole different era. That's the era of the influencer now. And, you know, and then that's how I changed it to, oh, yeah. Yeah, and how I was telling you, I've started watching and analyzing the bros, all the ones that have cracked it in the Polynesian game. And I was like, oh, it's all skits. Boom. That's me. You know, and now how I say I'm here now. You know?
Yeah. Sitting on there
And
talking shit for 2 hours.
yeah.
No, I'm talking shit. You're talking real.
Yeah, but no, I always say that too. But, you know, like even Star, you know, changing it to Star A.B is different. Like, because, you know, how I say Apirana, that's a name from my whānau that has just finally come back, you know, through me. You know, like there's other Apiranas, but, you know, my nanny named me Apirana. And then Stars, you know, was my mum's dad. My mum's dad, sorry. So, and he was, you know, he owned that house that burnt down now that I was living. They used to call him Kuro. Yeah. My mum used to say they used to call him Papa Star, but his name was Te Whituhami Kingi. You know, so yeah, like even then I started using Star, started AB. But even this year, I think I'll tell you, you know, my actual first name, but I never knew this year was Angus. You know, so I use that in Australia now. I use Angus because
Angus.
that's the part. Yeah, because my dad's like a guitar, like he loves guitaring, and AC/DC was his favorite band, so he named me after Angus Young. But I never knew my name was Angus all the way up, even up until I was 16, 17 now. Like when I moved to Hamilton, I didn't know my name was Angus, bro, until I went to school and they were like Angus Baker, and I was like, who the fuck's Angus Baker? Like all my whānau know me as Apirana or Api. You know, like everyone, like no one has called me Angus in my whole life until I moved to Hamilton. I was like, hey.
Oh, but it was because of the official like school shit. Like that's how.
Yeah, official shit. And then they're like, oh, it's Angus. Oh, fuck. True, that's my name. What the fuck? Yeah. But I never use that name. I you know, I always use Apirana Star Baker sort of thing. Or yeah.
But so much relatability too, because again, like another one, you said about that whole thing. I knew my name though, but my name is Martel. But when I grew up on my taha Maori as Te Anaru, which is one of my middle names, which is my kuro's name, and I grew up under that name. So all my cousins know me as, all the cousins, heaps of them know me as that. But then my like the other side knows me as Martel. But then probably more officially over here in Aussie and that Martel. But then now I forget that's my name because I don't really go anywhere, or you know what I mean. I don't really go out much or anything. I just grind, brother. So, and then before I was just chilling with the tamariki and that. So everyone calls me Shubs, and I forget my name's Martel. Do you know?
Maybe that's the thing in Te Ao Māori. They don't use your English names. You know, they all use your Māori names. So maybe that's why. You know, I was always Api all the time. You know, but. Yeah.
When I hear Te Anaru, I know like what side of my family comes from that. And when I hear Martel, it's like either like a official one, or it's like someone that knows me from the other side of the whānau. Or it's or Shubs, obviously, since the whole social media.
I know exactly what you're saying, because Api only people from certain places know me as Uppy, and then you go further up, they know me as Ups. Yeah, then you come over here, they all know me as Angus because that's what I use for mahi. But like I just love, like even just to share my story. I thank you so much for letting me share my story, my brother.
That's what it's all about, my cousin. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
I just want to, before you do get out of here, I got a couple of questions though, if that's all right. I should.
Yeah. Get the point.
Okay. If you had one meal for the rest of your life, what do you choose? Just the actual pie. It can't be like combination of foods. Let's give it one meal, one actual
just
meal.
one.
You can't be like, I have boil up and I have hangi and I have fucking KFC. Like, no, yeah.
probably Kaimoana.
Yeah. Which one's the go-to for you though?
The Ika, raw Ika. Yeah, but and mussels are my favorite. Over Kinners, because and Torere there's the mussel rock there, and we used to go there all the time. So mussels and fish, my bro. There's probably I could probably eat that every day. Get gout every day, but safe. I get the gout every day.
Are you all good? No. Gout every day. Okay, brother. I like that, man. If you could have one superpower, which one do you choose besides the one you already have?
Maybe the power of learning fast, bro. Learning shit fast and holding the retention of it. You know what I mean? Like the power of just being able to read something like and then you've got it forever.
And you keep it.
You keep it. Because all that knowledge is power. Fuck.
That's KRS-One. Knowledge reigns supreme.
KRS-One.
KRS,
he's one of my favorite rappers too.
Yeah. That's the sound of the police. No. With that corridor, there was an All Black that was on. I don't know if you know Elliot Dixon, because you don't know fucking rugby, but he was on the other week and he said that too. Like the power to not exactly read it all, but like anything that he learned, he would remember it forever. You know what I mean? He'd know everything about it. Like, so I like that. That's power. Give me your top 5 enemies.
Ooh, top 5 enemies. Yeah, I've got Dragon Ball Z for nostalgia, most definitely. Then I've got there's no particular order. Attack on Titan. Like I love that fucking story. I don't know if you know about that story, but fuck, that's a mean story.
I just know Dragon Ball Z, but
it sort of resembles us. Like the Maori people. Like even though because they took over the world back in the Ra, and then they went to an island and then secured themselves and then made all the through the bloodlines, everyone forgot who they were. And then then one day this fella just came out of nowhere and just just found out the truth, and then ended up just smoking the world. So but it's sort of similar, not really. So Attack on Titan.
Carry on.
Oh, is it? Oh, Dragon Ball Z, Attack on Titan. I'll say Full Metal Alchemist. Like that's a mean story too. And probably One Piece and Naruto, bro. That's probably
the fellow that made. I think he made the fellow that made Dragon Ball Z, the one that died recently. I think.
Akira Toriyama.
He worked with Tawanui, I think, because they're building a Maori anime. They're building a Maori anime. Tawanui reader from Nisha Mystic, because he was on the podcast. He was talking about it, but that they're gonna he's been working on it
now.
They flew him. I think it was their fellow. They flew him out to Wellington and worked with him as well. So it's quite a bit of mahi to create your own anime. It's like it's like $250,000 just to get like a fucking pilot done there or some shit. Like
it's fucking mean, but I reckon because that's eventually what I want to do too. Do a Maori anime, but bro's doing it too, so I'll do another one.
100%, and bring them. I'll interview all the whānau that jump on if you want, cuz just holla. But last one, cuz do you give us your top 3 rappers of all time?
Oh, top 5. Oh, bro, that's hard.
That's hard. You can order them if you want.
Top 3, fuck.
Yeah.
There's just so many. Growing up, I had so many ones that I really listen to, because I'm not like listen to the East Coast and listen to the West Coast. I like listening to everybody, So, oh fuck, I can't even say. I can't say sorry because there's too many. Like there's Tech
Give me 3 from now, off the top of the head.
3 from now. right
first
now.
three, no, three on your mind. That just
Oh
come
yeah,
to the
well I've
top
got
of your
I've
mind.
got Tech 9, I've got Ice Cube in my head, and KRS-One. There's
There you go.
but there's
We'll
way
take that
more.
for
There's
now.
way
That's
more,
for now. That's relative to
Yeah.
now. In time, that'll change for sure. My brother,
Yeah.
as I said at the start, time's the most valuable commodity we have as human beings. Cuzzy, the one thing we can never get back. We can always get back things. We can always get back money, but we can never get back time. Time spent is time lost. So thank you for giving me nearly 2 hours of your time, because actually more than
Get
if
the
you
point. Yeah,
before,
I would have gave you more fire, if we had
yeah,
more time, but
yeah,
that's
no,
for another
appreciate it.
time. That's another day.
Yeah, no. Well, this ain't the last
Yeah,
time, and I believe this won't even be the last time we mahi together. Cause like I'm
yeah,
on a
most
journey, you're on a
definitely.
journey, cause and I can't wait to see you shine and do all the things, be
You
as
too.
shiny as your hair, cause it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Keep
hard.
going,
Oh,
my brother.
put damage. Nah, but
If you ever
split
need,
ends over here.
that's all right, my cousin. If you ever need me, cuz for anything, like even just want to bounce something off me, brother, DM's always open. I'll give you my number too. I'll send you my number after this. But I'm
Thank you
proud of you,
so
my
much,
brother.
my
Proud
brother.
of you for making it out of that hara, that drama, for realizing your potential and everything that you want to be. And I can't wait for you to be all that you wish for, my brother. Much love to Mumsy too, and everybody on the journey that's helped, cuz.
Yeah. And you too, my bro. Like, just meeting you and you telling me a little about your story and what you're doing. Fuck, I love it, my bro. I want to give you your flowers too, my brother, because it's me now. Just to even put this platform for us to talk about our lives and stuff like that. And I love it, and how you overcame your your demons, your hara, everything. That's Mekia, and I love it, and I love to to see you do more and what you're doing now, my brother. And yeah, Mickey. We'll definitely be on each other's radars, my bro.
Yeah, my bro, 100%. We're gonna do some things, my brother. Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms. Do it.